Good morning, my dear students. The thought which have been written over here, time is valuable than money, is very realistic as well as idealistic, because it gives the essence of life. The time we cannot create, the money we can create, as well as we can earn the money, but we cannot earn the time. Students, money is very important nowadays. Now tell me, what your father do? What is the occupation of your father?
Business.
Very good. And your?
Bank.
Okay. So job is there, then business and trade is there. So all these things are economic activities they are doing to earn the livelihood for the family. When they earn the livelihood, they are giving the shelter, clothing, then food and education to their children. When we say education, children, just before few days, our school gets reopened. Now you must have purchased the books. When you went to the shop, you asked, you demanded for the books, and the shopkeeper has given you, and you have given him the money. Now this is known as the buying and selling of commodities with the help of money, with the help of the medium of exchange, that is money. So which lesson we are going to learn, children, today? Yes?
Related with money.
Yes, and that is money and credit. Very good, students. Credit is very important term related especially with the money. How money is important, we have seen. The medium of exchange to buy all the things, the commodities, the goods. The medium means you are using the means of communication or the means of expression. You have communicated with the shopkeeper or online, and that is how your demand has been completed. So this procedure is known as transaction. The buying and selling of commodities with the help of the medium of exchange is known as the transaction. And for this transaction, we use money. Do you think so, children? Since ancient times, we are using money as only the medium of transaction?
No.
Yes, correct. We were using the different systems, and they are the barter system. Now, what is barter system? Suppose I have the fruits and vegetables with me, then person B has earthen pots with him, person C has wheat with him, and now I have to exchange the wheat with the fruits and vegetables, and the fruits and vegetables or wheat with the earthen pots. Now this is the barter system, where the medium of exchange was not money, but the goods were exchanged with the goods, or the services with the services. And this was really good system, because today if you will see, the earthen pot does not have that much amount. It doesn't cost very exotically the money. We need less. Even the cheapest material is the vegetables, but the wheat costs more. Definitely, when we are exchanging all these things, as we don't need money, all the things will be calculated as of the same amount. They have been treated. So there will not be any problem of the poor and the rich people. Socialism may be followed by everyone. But there are the disadvantages of the barter system. What are they? Suppose I want the jewelry. Now this is the jewelry which I need. I don't need, I have wheat. I need the jewelry, and no one has the jewelry over here. Then forcefully I have to exchange with the unnecessary things, or I have to find someone who has the jewelry. Now this is known as the double want of coincidence. Even the person who is selling the earthen pot, he wants the books, and no one has the books. This is how the people will not be able to get the exact things. Unnecessarily, forcefully, they have to exchange the things which they don't need. And that is why money is very important. Now, if the person, he wants the jewelry, directly he can sell his good, earn the money and purchase the jewelry. So, how money is very important, where the crucial intermediate step of barter system will be eliminated, and that is how money got its importance. So, have you understood, children, what is barter system?
Yes.
Very good. Now, in this barter system, we have seen some of the advantages and disadvantages also. Let's see the thing now. As we have seen, money is important. Now, different forms of money we will see. Or new forms of money. Now, what is new forms of money? Again, in ancient times, people were using anything, any object for the money, for the exchange of things as a money. And it was including the grains, the cattle was also used, and even sometimes jewelry was also used as the medium of exchange. And even people were using the kavdis. After that, when the kings and kingdoms came into existence, the kings, they started using the copper coins, silver coins, gold coins, and varieties of bronze coins as the medium of exchange. But when the money came into existence, it was very much popular, as people don't have to carry those commodities. Suppose I have used the fruit as the exchange material. Fruit is a perishable commodity and money is not. So gradually these things disappeared and money came into the existence. Now what is money? It is known as the currency. Currency is the coins and notes, paper notes, and which have been authorized by the government. These are the coins of India. You will be able to see there is 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 3 paisa, 5 paisa. All the coins are there up to 10 rupees. Then there are the currency notes. They are also of 1 rupee, 2 rupees, 5, 10, 20 and 50 rupees. At the back side of the 2 rupees, you must be able to see our first satellite, that is Aryabhat, and our own Ellora caves behind the 20 rupees note. Then these are the currency notes of 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 500 rupees and 2000 rupees. They are known as the Gandhi series notes. Government of India, Reserve Bank of India, on behalf of Government of India, authorizes these notes, then and then they get the value. Otherwise they are of no use. And by the law it has been made legalized. This is how we are using the currency of our country. Governor's, Reserve Bank's governor's sign is very necessary, and behind it in many languages it has been written, I am giving the money to the person. We have seen these things. Then currency we have seen. When we have the currency, that means people have earned money. Then when surplus money is there with the people, for the safety purpose, and when day-to-day need have been completed with the amount of money, the extra money which have been there with the people, they wanted to keep it safe. For that they use banks, and on the name of the person account is opened and they deposit the money in the bank. In the bank the money is deposited, on that bank is giving interest, and that interest is given to the person as bank is using that money. And whenever the person needs the money, again he demands in the bank, withdraws the money, and that is known as demand deposit. Now this demand deposit is, why it is known as demand deposit? Because it is why it is necessary that demand deposit? Because it is on the demand of the account holder the bank gives the money. Is there only one method to give the cash money? No, there is another method also, with the use of the check. you can withdraw the money. Now please look at the check carefully. Here pay is written to at the name of the person to whom you want to give the money. Date is written rupees in the number, rupees here in the words, then account number, the bank name, your sign is needed over here, the special number is written over here of the check. Why it is necessary? Because if the check is misplaced, you can search with the security of the number. So it is very easy to use the checks, and very important also, because cashless transactions government nowadays want to keep the transparency and to curb the different activities where black money is involved. That is why it is very necessary. Checks are necessary. Now only check is there as the different form of money? No, there are other forms of money also, and they are the debit card, the credit card. Now these cards, they are known as plastic money, and with the help of that, without withdrawing money, you can pay the bills and you don't have to carry the cash. Another way of paying the money is one more, online payment. You can pay with the online with the help of your mobiles, and you don't have to carry the cards also. And the latest one is the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, where you have to purchase the files in the computer, and the files, they work as the money, and where the government doesn't have any control over here. Otherwise, rest of the, whether it is cash, whether it is check, whether it is the cards or the online payment, government is responsible for all these things, all the payments. We have seen all those things, that is different forms of money. But now tell me one thing, when government gets the money which have been deposited by the people, now what exactly bank do with those money? Bank give that money as a loan. Now what is loan? The people, those who are needy, they take the loan amount from the bank and use for their purpose, and for that they have to pay interest to the bank. Now the most important thing is that the amount which the bank get by taking the interest on loan minus the bank gives the interest to the people, those who have deposited money in the bank, is equal to whatever the amount is remains, that is the main source of income of bank, or we can say the profit of bank also. Now for day-to-day activities, by the rule of the Reserve Bank of India and Government of India, bank keeps only 15% amount of cash which have been deposited in the bank with them. Rest of the money has been used for the loan activities. Now this 15% is known as CRR, cash reserve repo, with the bank. The bank is using this money for day-to-day transactions. This day-to-day transaction is very necessary because people need the money, and bank has to provide this money. The loan amount which have been given to the people, that is with the help of two different cases we will try to understand. There are two cases. As we are depositing money in the banks, the 15% of deposit as cash to arrange for daily withdrawals by the depositors, cash reserve ratio it is known as. Now the deposits have been given by the depositors, they can withdraw also and they are getting the interest also. Now the people, those who are getting the loan, bank is giving loan, the borrowers, they are doing the repayment of the interest on the loan. Now let's see two cases over here. Here is a shoe mender and he makes the shoes. He got a big order and he went to his friends for the raw material, towards his relatives for taking some of the amount which he needed, as well as he has taken the advance from the person who has given him order, and he has finished the his work of making varieties of footwears in time and completed the order, given back to the person, and whichever were remaining, as it was the festive season, lots of people came over there and purchased the footwear, and this is how it was big profit for him. Let's see the another case, that is of a poor lady in a village, and that lady wants to sow the seeds in her piece of land, and for that she needed the money and she doesn't have any relative or friend, or maybe they were also very much poor like her. So she has taken the loan from the money lender. The money lender has given her the loan on the high interest rate. Then she has taken the crop of lentils, and that year it was very sad. No rainfall was there and the pests hit the crops, and this is how complete crop failure was there, and it was a very painful experience for her to repay the loan. In the first case we have seen the person was very lucky, and by his hard work he was able to repay whatever he has taken the money from his friends and relatives. But in the second case it was very difficult and very sad story for the lady, because to pay the loan she has to sell one piece of her land, and these things happen continuously in our country, especially with the poor people. Now we will see the two different, here with the help of two different cases we have seen the credits which have been taken by these people, and how one was very lucky and other was not that much lucky. Let's see how the things work on in a credit, that means loan. Bank is giving you the loan or the credit. The bank is charging the rate of interest on it, and this is known as the credit, which is the formal credit which we take from bank, and from money lender which we take, it is known as informal source of credit. They have taken the principal amount, then they have to pay the rate of interest, then somewhere the security they have to give with the interest also, and that is known as the collateral. This collateral can be anything. What it is? This collateral can be your land or property, vehicles, livestock, crops, and bank deposits. Anything you have to keep with them. As in the second case, the lady had kept the land and she has to again resell him because she was unable to pay the loan, and the borrower who is taking the principal amount from the lender, he has to pay the interest with the collateral and do somewhere the documentation also, that is the proof whether the loan has been taken or not, and then they have to choose the repayment of the mode of the repayment. Now the duration of the loan is also part of the documentation. The mode of repayment can be the cash or the check or the online payment, and these are known as the terms of credit, that is interest, collateral, documentation, and mode of repayment. If the borrower is unable to give the amount which has been taken as loan, then the collateral can be sold and the money can be earned by the person. So children, today we have seen the most important law of money, and that is, if you save for today, the money is going to save you tomorrow. This is the most important thing we have learnt. So children, today we have learned, quickly we'll take a recap. Today we have learned how medium of exchange is money important. Then earlier times barter system was there. Then different forms of money, currency, deposit which we are keeping with the bank, and when we need we take out the money from the bank, that is demand deposit. Then bank is taking the loan activity with the help of your deposits, only 15% keeps with them. The terms of credits are necessary when a bank gives the loan, whether it is formal or informal source of credit. And the terms of credits are interest and the collateral, documentation, and mode of repayment. With the help of that, we have tried to complete the half of the lesson, money and credit. Now children, for all of you, today's homework is find the self-help groups or the cooperative societies in your region. Those will help poor people for the loan. Thank you.